Today it snowed, and the world was beautiful for a moment. The evergreens were cushioned with white shoulder pads constructed by trillions of unique snowflakes, each composed with their own genetic structure. Did you know that? That every snowflake is different from the next and the last? You probably did. I think most people nowadays do. You know, I often wonder what structures hold us up, besides the obvious genetic kind of stuff. What would we find if we tore back our human nature? What would be revealed? I often say I wouldn't like to know, but when I say I wouldn't like to know, I realize I really would like to know. But I think I'm not brave enough. I think I'll probably defer that type of thinking, the introspective kind, until my mind is so misaligned from what my soul is feeding me that it's too late to know that I need to turn around. Turn around. Turn around. You know, I have a snowflake imprisoned at my desk. It is my mom's, but it sits at my desk now. I try not to look at it when I'm working because I tend to let it distract me with all its brave uniqueness. It's not really brave though, if that's all it can be, right? I don't know, maybe I'm being too tough on the snowflake that sits at my desk. After all, it has no snowflake friends. And now I just sound silly talking about a snowflake and its snowflake friends. I spent every spare hour this week listening to the Bookworm radio show hosted by Michael Silverblatt, a practical reading superhero. So far, my favorite interviews of his are the ones with David Foster Wallace. I know I'm not alone there. There's something so warm and indulgent in the way they structure meaning together. I wish to structure my own meanings. I wish to be warm and indulge in the machinations of my own mind, and to naively hope to maybe understand the minds of others. I wonder what it's like to suddenly sublimate the way snowflakes do. Are there warning signs of fatigue or dizziness, or do you simply, suddenly disappear into air? Dust in the wind. I don't think I really need to know this feeling, because to know this is to never know another thing again. I know people who will never know another thing again. I also know I must join them one day, not by free will or divine destination, but simply because I must. But today, I guess I get to admire the snowflakes. Today I know a new thing.